I'm gonna fall in love with the prettiest girl I know. I'm gonna marry her, and we are gonna live happily ever after. But do I have the personality for it? I just don't know how to talk to women. Yeah, it's the game. I'm lacking the game. I don't have the game for the women. No, it's the clothes I'm wearing, of course. My fashion sense is horrible. Do I have enough muscle though? Do I need to start hitting the gym? 5x5? I think I don't have enough muscle to attract females. It's the money. I lack the money. I don't have the car. I don't have the crib. I don't have the beach. Simple. Now I get it. I've been watching too much corn. Spilling my seed all over it. Making myself ugly, inside and out. No fap is the answer. 120 days of semen retention and I should get a beach. I just haven't climbed the social ladder enough. I'm bottom of the barrel. I don't have no power. Should I run for the office? My pee-pee just ain't enough. Exactly. Nature, it has a plan for you. And sometimes that plan is brutal AF. Physical attraction. We all have incredible urge to have contact, to attract, to feel loved by the opposite sex, because we all have incredible urge to bring offspring into this reality. We obviously need the opposite sex to that. Now, since the days of Jesus, men have wondered, what does the women find attractive in us? And the answer is brutally simple. But firstly, physical attraction is based on physical attributes. Our body does it naturally. That means when we are in contact with, we are exposed to a person we find physically attracted to, we don't have to consciously even think about it. Our bodies subconsciously tells us that person is really attractive to me. I wanna have sex. I wanna kiss her. I wanna go talk to her. I wanna be nice to her. Or whatever. That is the whole basics of physical attraction, both males and females. Now, the female physical attraction is very similar to the males, but as a society, even the females are being completely delusional and coping about their own nature. And the men, they are next level delusional about it. Men are in outer space with their coping. Female physical attraction is very simple. It's based on your genes. How do you look? End of a video. That's it, bros. That's nature for you, and nature can be brutal. But we can look into it if we still want. What are your looks made out of? The attributes that females find attractive. Well, firstly, it is this thing over here. Your pretty or mongoloid looking face you have. How does that look? There's all these facial rating, whatever the fuck things, when you can measure the distances between your eyes and on how they match with the jawline or your nose or mouth, whatever. But in nature, you look somebody's face and you find that face pretty, extremely beautiful, ugly AF, mongoloid, average. You just do it subconsciously. Now the most attractive parts of the face obviously are the eyes. The eyes look into you. Beautiful eyes are very captivating. Now, it's not all about the eyes though, it's the whole freaking thing. How does your eyebrows look? How crooked is your nose? How is your jawline? How are your teeth? How does all those go together symmetrically? How big is your forehead? How is your hair? Does your hair look good, healthy? Haircut? That's a one thing. That is the number one thing about the looks. Now the second, which is maybe equal, a little bit less, is your bone structure. How wide are your shoulders? How tall are you? Everybody knows that one. How big are your hands? How big is your pee-pee? All those. Does it look good? Just does it look good when people look at you? When females look at you, does your body look good? Now next up is the muscle mass. Every guy wonders about that. Well, females like natural amount of muscle. And that's not as big of a deal as the face or your bone structure. People who have good genes usually have certain amount of natural muscle as well. And even then, if they don't, but the face looks good, they're tall, their bone structure is good, females don't give a fuck. They like skinny guys do. Unnatural amount of muscle, very unattractive. Everything that is natural is the most naturally attractive to us. Now there are people that are damaged in our society. Sadly so. A lot of baggage, a lot of trauma, and these people obviously might find some unnatural things attractive because they are themselves very damaged. But what happens when you combine damaged person to damaged person? Will that lead to healthy relationship? Sounds like impossibility. Mission impossible. Anyway, natural amount of muscle, that's good. That shows he's a healthy male with a healthy amount of testosterone. But more than that doesn't really matter. Now your charisma, your personality, How well can you talk to women? How much money do you got? What is your social status? All these things mean jack shit if you don't look like a Chad. Chad means good looking guy. If you don't look good, you look like a freaky mongoloid, but you are the most charismatic and funny person around. You're a joker. You're that clown. If you have all the money in the world, but you have a big beer belly, you might be old, you're balding, you look ugly as fuck. The women don't like you for you. They are using you for your money. Get that straight. Same with status. Our bodies cannot our bodies cannot sense the money. It's an idea we have as a society. Our bodies cannot sense your status. Now, there's many good-looking people that have a lot of money, a lot of status. So that's just a plus to their looks. But it is all about the looks. Now, obviously, how old or young you are, that matters a lot. The younger, the better. Younger people, younger human beings are always more naturally attractive. They are healthier. They don't have as much damage done to them, physically or mentally. When we age, when we get older, our bodies start to deteriorate. That's what happens to human beings. You get shittier looking with your age. But good looking people with the good genes, they're gonna look better than most people when they are older even. Now what if some people are pretty similar when it comes to their looks? Female sees two guys, they're pretty similar. Their faces kinda same when it comes to attraction. Their bone structure kinda the same. Then there is all the bonus parts, the lesser parts of attraction. Firstly, probably how masculine the male is. The more feminine the female is, more she finds the more masculine male attractive. It's a spectrum. Now, if the guys look pretty similar, but the other one is autistic, cannot look the girl in the eyes, cannot talk, isn't funny, doesn't have charisma, confidence, but the other guy, he's really outgoing, fun to be around, can make a good joke here or there, has some natural confidence about him, natural charisma. Obviously, the gal is gonna go to the other one. How much can this affect? Well, it's hard to say. If you say the looks from 0 to 10, and the other person, the autistic person, is like 7, and the charismatic guy is a 6, maybe the 6 will have a chance. If he's a 5, he will have a lesser chance. If it's a below 5, there's no chance in hell. That's how it goes. But basically, after the looks comes your energy, your masculine energy. How you are in your core, it does matter. But it only matters to a certain degree, and in some cases, it doesn't matter at all. Yeah, it's pretty much all over for some guys. And that's pretty sad, because the girls these days, they are dating up with all these apps and options. The girls are going upwards when it comes to the natural looks. So it pretty much is over for some of the guys. Now the final point, which does affect also the scales of attraction, is your health. When you go and live and naturally, you are eating, drinking, exposing yourself to toxic environments and not unnatural things. This will manifest in certain kinds of ugly, what we perceive ugly things in us. Obviously it can lead to mental illness, and that's pretty hard to be attracted to when people are completely insane. Obviously all the trauma, all the previous damage from previous relationships or issues growing up, that's definitely gonna affect your mental sanity. But more so even the physical things that manifest when you live unnaturally, the acne you have on your face, that's very unattractive. Basically just shows you that you are living unnaturally. Then eye bags, that's a maybe smaller one, but still doesn't look good. If your breath smells because your gut microbiome, your gut is completely messed up, you are eating the wrong stuff, that's very unattractive when you try to kiss a bitch or bitch try to kiss you. If you are farting a lot, that's very unattractive, although it can be funny in a relationships when it happens the first time. But if it just keeps continuing, you are eating the wrong kind of stuff, girl or a guy. If you smell bad, this is a big one when it comes to attraction. The girl you find attractive should smell good to you naturally, without any of the toxic deodorants or products we use. And the guy should smell good, not attractive, natural again, without any deodorants or any of this shit. The smell of the other person tells a lot how compatible you guys are. Now there is obesity or malnutrition. That's obviously very unattractive also. When somebody's obese, again, fat bitch, or a pot belly, big like guy, very unattractive. When somebody is malnourished looking like they came out of Voldemort or Gulag or whatever, that ain't looking good. That's not your body being in a healthy state. So health, it does affect your attractiveness a lot. I would say you can climb the number scale up at least one degree if you are 6, but your health maxing, you can maybe be 6.5, maybe even a 7. But it's not gonna turn a mongoloid looking motherfucker to a giga chad. Let's not get delusional about it. So let's repeat. It's all about the looks, the genetics, the gifts that nature provided to you. And if you have them, you can thank your ancestors. And if you don't, you can be all bitter and angry to your ancestors. that you want, but nothing you can do to change it. All these unnatural surgeries or whatever, they ain't it, brother or sister. Next up, after your looks, your genetics, your bone structure, which is basically everything, is your being, your spirit, your energy, your vibrations. That comes after that. It can affect it a little bit, but if you don't got the first part down, it's not gonna matter much. And the third point is your health. How healthy is your body? Health is very attractive, and unhealthy things are very unattractive. That's just how it goes. That's nature again for us. Attractiveness is nature 101. It's the best thing in the world, or insanely brutal. When we go against the nature, that will lead to all the bad stuff. When we play along with the nature, play along with the rules nature has set us in this reality we live in, we do the best we can, then we have a chance. Anyway, that's about it. Next one, maybe. How can you tell if the beach is attracted to you? Or how can you deal if the mate is attracted to you as a gal? Anyway, subscribe to my science-based channel when I eat raw chicken every day and prove that salmon Nutella is a complete hoax. And check my video on woman nature of women. It goes well together with this one. The better we understand ourselves, the better we will be. Know thyself. Alan Watts. See you on the next one.